Hello yogi friends and creative movers. My name is Natasha. Welcome to Power Yoga Creative Movement. We have a couple warm-up sequences, a longer class flow. We'll repeat the middle section and add on the last. I've been filming a Just the Flow where we go at a nice pace just from the beginning to the end of the flow. No fluff, no stretching or kind of lingering, just the movement, so look out for that. I always recommend taking the class first where we do move a little bit slower and we tend to repeat things. We're gonna start in a child's pose. Get some space around you, maybe your yoga mat, perhaps some blocks, especially if you have tighter hamstrings. We have a half split, half moon, some forward fold, stuff like that where it might help you to have the ground raised up for you. Otherwise, go ahead and come into your space. Meet me in child's pose. We're gonna drop in. Maybe your forehead touches the mat, your knees can be a little wide, and feel a sense of melting and surrendering. Feel a sensation of calm and release, letting go of distractions in your mind and around you. Letting go of judgment on your body and expectations on your practice. We're gonna move intuitively, pushing our limits, but knowing those edges and where we need to maybe modify or stop. It's all about exploration, using your breath as a guide. We're going to send our intention and focus to the breath now, taking a few rounds of deep breathing before we start the movement. Inhale through the nose, expand from belly, back and sides like a balloon. And a big sigh out. Imagine releasing stale air in the body, any negative thoughts. Inhale and exhale. Maybe it's an audible sound. And if you like Ujjayi Pranayama breath, you're going to do those inhales and exhales through the nose, feeling a constriction on the back of the throat and hearing an audible sound of the ocean or the wind to keep you present and focused. So you're hearing some chewing sounds by my puppy. Inhale deeply and exhale. As you exhale, feel the sensation of tensing up your core muscles, shrinking inward, and then that expansion and stretch in your inhale. Expansion and then shrink it into that compression and engagement through the core. Beautiful. Let's walk our hands over to the right, shimmy your hips a little bit away to the left. Maybe some shoulder wiggling and some hip wiggling, rocking. Big breath. And the other side. Send your hips away, some subtle movement in the shoulders, maybe even the neck. Big breath into the rib cage and back, and sigh. All right. Come on back to center. You could slide into a little puppy pose. So lifting your hips now and dropping your chin and chest. Nothing too deep, still just starting out. And then drag your hands back and come into a kneeling position. You can bring your knees a little closer together. All right, we're gonna flow from side to side in a lateral stretch. Right arm over left ear. Inhale, exhale. Soften and switch sides. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, melt. Now cactus your elbows, send your heart forward, your tailbone back. Take a rounded spine, touch your knees and curl the chest. And then send your hips up high into Ustrasana with that cactus arm again. Squeezing your glutes forward, hips forward, heart up. And sit back down, sweep the arms to the side. Left arm this time, inhale up, exhale, lean, drop your ear heavy. Other side, right arm up and over. Big breath. Sit up as you cactus the elbows, heart up, tilting back. Back bend and curl. This time maybe your elbows touch your knees, round the spine, cat. Lift up to the top of the knees, Ustrasana, camel, back bend. Squeeze your glutes, lift your heart, squeeze your shoulder blades, and come back to seated. All right, this time let's tuck our toes under, stretching the feet and the wrists a little bit before we do our tabletop warm-up. Flex, point, fingers up, and down. Now wide, narrow, like you're clawing, gripping into your mat, and that's what I want to see every time your hands hit your mat, this clawing, gripping, rotating elbow creases forward. Flex and push. Now make some fist circles. If your toes and feet are starting to hurt, go ahead and lift onto the top of the knees and maybe come back down. Circle. Now blink out your fingers like you're flicking water off your hands, faster and faster. Arms up. Slowly press your arms down. Keep flicking. 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a nice crisscross pat on the back. And you can release those toes as you come up on the knees. All right, meet me in tabletop. We'll do a little bit more wrist stretching and then we'll start our flow. Spread your fingers. Start to make some circular motions over your fingers and hips back through that child's pose. Circle forward and around. Remember, gripping into your fingers, stretching your wrists by jetting your shoulders over. Beautiful. Now, come into tabletop. Let's spin our fingers backwards. You could try to peel just the palms up. Feeling that inner forearm. Good. Sideways, little rocks. Bend those knuckles like you have little spider fingers. And then upside down, gently pressing into the top of the hand, palm up, and blink out here. Close or fist and open, fist and open. Only put as much weight as you feel safe. And anytime your wrists need a break, come on off, shake the hands out, or do that counter stretch. All right, so let's go ahead and meet me in tabletop. We're gonna take a little sequence here. We're gonna take a rounded spine, knee to nose tuck, push the shoulders down, separate shoulder blades. Now donkey, back bend, toes up, heart forward. Followed by an abduct, leg fire hydrant out to the side. Look at your toes, push out there. And do it again a little faster. Knee to nose, cat, curl. Good, back bend, toes to sky, gaze up. Abduct, swing like you're pressing through water, leg outside hip, last one. Rounded spine, curl, press into fingers. Arch, toes up. Sideways, press it out. Stay here and drop your foot, big toe edge outside of your hip. Rocking child's pose, toes up, rock forward. Hips back, toes up, sit on your heel. Feel your inner thigh and hamstrings, and then rock back. Thread the needle, left arm's gonna lift, and reach under that open space. Reach for your right toes. You can stop on the forearm or drive all the way onto the shoulder and side of the head. Take some nice deep breaths as you gaze upward. Send the hip up. Right arm can lift and spiral behind the back. Gently rotating a little deeper into the twist. Gazing upward towards the sky. Right fingertips to the top of your mat. Crawl forward. Feel that whole right side body stretch. Pull the hip away from the ribs. And as you come out, walk your right hand in, and we're gonna sweep our bodies to the left in a modified side plank. Sweep forward to the toes, right toes, gate pose. Roll through cat, and then sweep to modified side plank. One more, sweep to the right, gate pose, side stretch to the right, sweeping forward, modified side plank. Good, opening up your chest, stacking your shoulders. Now leg raises up. Take that foot out to the right, and we're gonna sweep it forward. Flex, bend your knee, and step on the foot. Walk your hand a little bit forward. So you're in a 90-90 with the side bend. Now crawl your fingers to the top of your mat and allow your knee to go over your toes. Take a breath there, stretching your calf, your ankle. Can you hamstring curl? Get comfortable above the kneecap and see if you can tuck your left toes towards your butt as you stretch your hips low. So the sinking low lunge. Release the back toes. Now shift into a balancing half split. You can tuck those toes under, heart forward, flex toes. This time sweeping Anjaneyasana, arms up, maybe cactus, heart proud, into that balancing half split. Exhale, shine the heart forward. Only straighten the right knee as much as you can and only dip as low as it feels safe for those hamstrings. One more time, cactus, Anjaneyasana, heart forward, squeeze your shoulders, maybe a subtle bounce with the breath, and your half split. Heart forward. This time, can you frame your front toes? If you can get your fingertips down on the sides of your ankle, go for that. If you need to scoop up some blocks, we're gonna try to lift our right heel. Round the spine, lift your heel, little root lock on the core, hip flexor, quad, lift. And then we'll try that one more time. We're gonna try to slide our foot back to table, lift. Can you clear the mat by hugging your knee in? You might get an abdominal cramp. You might need to squeegee or just slide it through the mat. All right, meet me back in tabletop. Some cat-cow, we'll repeat that on the other side. Maybe some barrel circles, one way and the other way. And then let's do that again. All right, tabletop. Left knee to nose, cat back curl, round the spine, hug heel to butt. Donkey, toes to sky, heart up. Press into those fingers. Abduction, flex and push lateral. Nice, strong outer thigh, outer glute and hip. Here we go, tuck. Exhale, lift. Abduct. Round the spine, tuck. Cat the back. Cow, back bend, toes up, heart up, gaze up. Energy in the poses, and push it to the side. Hold it there, squeeze, and lower that foot. Rocking back and forth, toes up, little child's pose with abducted leg. Rock forward, rock back, toes up, maybe forehead to mat, and lift. Now thread the needle, take your right arm up, open, and twist it under. Stopping at the forearm or all the way down on the shoulder, trying to rotate your gaze up, connect to the breath. Left arm can lift and wrap behind the back. Subtly try to rotate your gaze upward, opening up the shoulder a little bit, pulling your hip back. Now take that left hand and crawl those fingers towards the top of your mat. And as you come out of that, left hand under elbow and unravel. We're gonna spin to the right for a modified kneeling side plank stack. Roll forward and open to the other way, gate pose. So it's like these sweeping movements, forward to the right, modified kneeling, forward to the left, gate pose stack. Roll to the right and meet me in your modified side plank. Abduct, lift that left leg. Effort here in your outer hip and glute. Now pull the foot forward, bend the knee. Step into a 90-90 lunge. Maybe walk your right hand a couple inches forward. Take a breath there. Walk your fingers to the top of the mat and jet your toes over your knee. Knee over toe, low lunge. We're gonna curl our heel to butt, hamstring curl, effort here. You might even get a cramp in your hamstrings. Sink, 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 hug, hug, hug. Oof. Moving back through half split, balancing, reaching your arms forward and your heart forward or arms back, whatever feels better. Anjaneyasana, half split. Rock onto that front foot, heart up, melt. And balancing half split. Shift your hips back. Gaze is forward, heart is forward. The knee can be bent, and you don't have to sit as deep. One more. Low lunge to half split. This time, framing your fingers around your ankle or grabbing some blocks. We're going to try to lift our left heel. You'll cat the back, push into your fingers, scoop into your abdominals, and see if you can pick up your heel. It's quite challenging. It might not budge, but maybe it does. On this last one, can you pull the knee to the chest and slide back to tabletop? Maybe you're able to clear the mat. Maybe you're kind of squeezing it on by. Meet me in downward facing dog. We're going to start with a wider down dog mat width and just kind of explore high heels, low heels, hips swaying side to side, chest towards toes, breath moving, and some spinal waves. Rounding forward, high heels, curl the spine, squeeze the belly, the shoulders. When you get to this high plank above the earth, swing the hips through, shine the heart through the shoulders, and shoulders down from the ears. Squeeze the glutes gently and roll it back. Do it again. Round, squeeze your belly, your shoulders, press high plank. Upward facing dog, back bend. Soften your elbows, drop off your belly and chest. Chin to the mat. Keep your toes tucked. We'll lift out of that again. Lift up, cobra up dog on toes. Curl your chin down, protract your shoulders, round it back. Beautiful. All right, comboing another move, feet a little closer in. We're gonna load our hips back, loaded beast, to a popping knees, chest, chin, or push-up. Again, widen your feet, and then take knees, chest, chin, jump feet together. All right, so you're gonna try to do a knees, chest, chin if you need to modify, or a popping chaturanga. So hips back, knees hover. Pop your feet out and your elbows to your ribs for 3. Jump in, jump out, elbows, ribs, 2. Hop in, jump out, elbows to ribs. Swing to your up dog here. Right foot replaces right hand, lizard lunge. Hips up, jump. Soften onto the left knee and twist, and you get to circle that wrist and circle the shoulder. Big sweeping circles. Twisting lizard. We're gonna bring our left knee in a little closer under our hip and sweep our right foot back. That kneeling, modified side plank to partridge. Hamstring curl, grab pinky toe edge, hug heel in, and kick toes back. Shine that heart forward, squeeze the back muscles. This right foot is gonna step around the left knee, sweep it forward and around, hop the knee on the right side of the ankle or towards the back of your mat, and come to this sort of right leg over left, half floor to the fish, sort of, but the right hip is lifted. We're gonna lower to the left forearm and try to take a little mermaid bind behind your head. If it's uncomfortable for your elbow, just swing your hand to the base of the skull and rotate the heart up. Either way, press that hip and knee away from you like a figure 4. And take a breath there. You're gonna come back up for a seated twist. Release your hands, press into your left hand, drop into your right sit bone and twist towards the back of your mat. You can hook your left arm around or simply hug your leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine, drop your sit bone. Exhale, pull the belly in and twist. Beautiful. We're going to swing our hands to the front of the mat and jump back through vinyasa. Plank to chaturanga. Hands forward, step on your right foot, hop back, plank chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Paddle out. Let's put that flow together and repeat it on the other side. So we'll start with a one wide leg spinal wave. Round the spine, hit your plank. Swoosh the hips through, up dog on toes. Bend your elbows, cobra roll down, roll up, up dog on toes, cat back. And now jump your feet together, hips back, loaded beast, jumping push-up, upward facing dog. Left foot replaces left hand, lizard jump. Drop your knee and twist. Circle your wrist a few times and circle your left arm. Make big sweeping circles. Meet me back in that twist. Walk your left knee under your hip or rock your hips back. Sweep your left foot behind you. Make a little kickstand with your right toes. Modified kneeling side plank, hamstring curl, hug. Grab a hold of your pinky toe edge, hug your heel in, hips forward, and then kick it out to partridge. Heart forward, back body activates. Roll your shoulder down and away towards the back toes. Connect to the breath. Press into those right fingers. This left foot's gonna swing forward and cross over that right knee, and then hop your right knee by the side of your pinky toe foot towards the back of your mat. We're lowering onto the right elbow. Left hand behind your head, or bind your fingers, little mermaid bind. Spin your heart and elbow up, and then that left knee is gonna pull away like you're making a figure four using your ankle on your right thigh. Good, rotate, spin, breathe. As you come out of it, you can press into your right hand or use both hands. Lower into your left sit bone, half forward of the fish twist. Either hugging your right hand around the outside of your knee or hooking your elbow inside. Lengthen tall and twist, exhale. So when we twist, you're constricting the breath, so really make an effort to deepen that. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. Pull the belly in and rotate behind you. Soften something, drop that left hip, sit bone. Swing your hands to the front of the mat, step on the left foot, and then jump. Plank chaturanga flow. Upward facing, downward facing dog. We get to jump to the top of the mat, or if you prefer, you can walk. You can do that loaded beast we worked on. A couple of bounces, press into your fingertips, shoulders down, butt up. Meet me in Uttanasana, forward bend at the top of your mat. Shake out your head, shake out your wrists, sway, cat-cows. I'm gonna do a little twisting here. You might need a block if you can't reach the ground. Drop your left fingers, bend your left knee, and spiral your right arm up to a stack. We're just gonna go back and forth. Bend your right knee, right fingers down, elbow, and then hand up, twist. Get really floaty with it. Right, drop, left, drop, ragdoll up, press into those toes, stack each vertebra, and rise. All right, shake everything out. We are going into our class flow here. Circle out those wrists, blink out those hands, take a sip of water, vibrate, bounce, whatever you would like to do here. Let everything just get floppy And then find stillness. Spread your toes, spread your fingers, anchor down. Feet can be hip width or maybe they're touching. Gentle tuck of the tailbone, rising in the crown. On your back bend, inhale, press into your toes, squeeze your glutes forward and your heart up. Maybe drop your head. Let gravity take you back. Now forward fold. Soften the knees and melt. Head hangs long and heavy. Now in your halfway lift, it's gonna look like a folding chair. Bend your knees, look forward and place your hands down for the jump back. Plank, chaturanga. Toes back, heart through, up dog, and downward facing dog. Connect to the breath. All right, we have the opportunity for some jumps. We're gonna tuck our right knee to our nose, curl the spine, press into your fingers, then swing your right leg into a split or split and hop on the hands. 2 more times. Knee to nose, right toes to sky, L, handstand hop. It could be very small or it could be full hips over shoulders. Tuck, soften, bend the left knee and spring. Now, right leg, abduct, swings to the side. You're gonna hold it as high as you can. We're gonna do a little tick-tock. The tick-tock is low. You jump on the right foot, left, right, low, and then lift to the right leg high. All right, try that 2 more times. Tick-tock, low, low, high. So we swing, we jump on the right, left, right, and then lift the right. Yeah? We'll have more chances for that. Swing the right leg under and across for fallen triangle. Turn your toes to the left, reach the right toes forward like a split, and lift your chest. Fallen triangle, other side, a very deep side stretch, side plank, all right? So the left hand comes closer into the middle. Turn to the right and try to arc your body. So you're going to lift your hips as high as you can. Float the right foot, bend the left knee, push your mat forward. Try to stack. Maybe you can straighten the left knee. Huge side stretch. Thread the right leg back under, this time just sideways of your hip. And lower your chest down. Keep the left toes tucked, knee points down. Left hand reaches out for right toes, chin and chest on the mat. Whew, breathe. Slide your left hand in, lift your heart. We're gonna lift our hips like a plank and drag our right knee to our right thumb for pigeon swing. How did you do? Again, we'll have chances to repeat this if you're a little confused. Meet me in pigeon, not holding too long, just take a breath upright. Try to puff your heart forward and your shoulders back. Feel the left back, hip and quad lengthening. And fold onto your forearms. You can drop your head. Big breath into the back. Big sigh out. We're stepping into forearm plank. Scoop your elbows under your shoulders, tuck your left toes, maybe hop in an inch, and then drag your right foot back. Hold your forearm plank. Protract your shoulders, tuck your tailbone, squeeze your belly and your quads, and lower your hips to Sphinx. Locust with cactus elbows. Widen your feet, lift your thighs and your elbows out. Use your back. Now left hand out, right knee bends, right hand chaturanga by your chest. Scorpion flip. Right toes reach back for left fingers. Externally rotating your shoulder away from the body and your left ear and head are just landing heavy. Twist. Spin back home. Drag your left hand in. Keep the right foot bent, the right knee bent, so this time we can scorpion flip and push away, facing the back corner of your space. If you want to stay on the mat, scoot back. Right knee is bent, left hand to right ankle, infinity stretch, right arm towards left toes. Side bend again. So you could be lifted, or you could lift your sit bone and go for that full on toe grab. And lift, right hand down, put the right knee on the mat, externally rotating the hip, and a kneeling wild thing. And sit. Now, figure four. The left ankle is going to cross, and you're going to swing both hands back and step the right foot out. Figure four, left hip is now externally rotating. Can we lift into a tabletop? Completely optional. You could lift on your tippy toe and sink your hips to your heels, stretching the chest, the shoulders, and dropping your knee, quad hip flexor. Slide back and have a seat. Now listen, both your knees are going to swing to the left, to the back of your mat. I'm not mirroring you. And you're going to stack your elbows and your forearms one on top of the other, like a ladder. You still have the figure four, left ankle over right quad. You're twisting behind you. Now lift, unravel. This left foot is now going to glide to the top of the mat, and we're going to step into forward fold where we started. Uttanasana. Bend your right knee, right fingers tent or flat, left elbow lifts. Twist, left hand up, sweep down, right hand up, and you don't have to be that deep into it if your hamstrings feel tight. It's just little twist and reaches, stacking shoulders, and lowering down, ragdoll, all the way up to mountain Tadasana, and a great place for a sip of water. Beautiful job. All right. We're gonna do that on the other side. Then we'll repeat it a little faster and add our last part of the flow. Shake everything out. Anything you like to do in your mountain, from vibrating, jumping, catching your breath in stillness, shaking, circling wrists, shoulders, maybe a little neck release, yogi's choice. Little dancing, moving, being weird. All right, meet me in mountain. Feet touching or hip width. Grow a little taller, press into those toes. Inhale to back bend, heart up, hips forward. Exhale, swan, soften the knees, drape over the thighs. Head long and heavy. Halfway lift, bend your knees onto your chest and jump back through plank or to chaturanga. Upward facing dog, shoulders down, heart through, back body engaged. Exhale, down dog, sway, breathe, pedal. All right, we have left knee to nose, round the spine, press into your fingers. Right knee bends as you jump the left toes up. Little handstand hop. Left knee to nose, curl. Look forward, jump up. You don't have to hold anything. Knee to nose, handstand hop. Now, left foot lateral as high as you can lift it. Tick-tock. We swing the right leg out, the left leg out, and then we abduct the left leg as high as you can. Tick-tock, swing right, left, high, lift. It goes low, low, high. Swing that left leg across and forward, open into fallen triangle. Make sure you bring your toes with you towards the right. Puff out that chest. Push the hips forward and up. So we have that short range side plank, right hand backs up to the middle of your mat. Spin to the left, lift your hips as high as you can. The right knee might be soft, head heavy. Think of making a rainbow. Really arcing that side body. Thread the left leg under, this time directly outside the hip. Lower your hips,
Lower your chest and chin. Reach your right arm out towards your left toes. Keep your left toes tucked under, knee pointing down. Big breath. Drag your right hand in, lift your heart, swing your hips up, drag your left knee across to pigeon. Meet me in pigeon, left knee and hip are forward. Take some movements here as you try to shine your heart forward, shoulders stack maybe over the hips, pretty deep back bend, and back quad hip stretch. Excuse me. Lower into a fold over the front thigh and come on down to your forearms. Drop your head heavy, melt. And then set up your elbows under your shoulders to walk back into forearm plank. Tuck your right toes, possibly hop it forward a touch. Slide the left foot, slither it back to forearm plank. Nice, strong, active core, quads, shoulders. Swing into Sphinx, hips drop, heart reaches forward. Locust, elbows out, lift your chest and your legs. Right hand in, left hand in, right arm out. Bend your left knee this time and scorpion twist. Left toes reach back towards right fingers. Maybe you get the grip, maybe you aren't quite there. Drop into the shoulder, head is heavy on the mat. Try to spiral your knee and chest up. As you come back, drag your right hand in. Keep the hamstring curl and just push yourself to the back of the mat. Diagonal, and you can scoot yourself back. Your left knee is bent. Right hand grabs left ankle, left arm reaches for the back, right toes. And you could be up here with both sit bones down, or you could lift your left sit bones and maybe go for the foot grab. Connect to the breath. Lifting, sending your left hand out, lowering onto the left knee like a little tree, and reaching up through a kneeling wild thing. Hips up, don't be afraid to drag your right foot closer. And sit back down. Taking your right foot across your left quad for a figure four here. You're going to just breathe and try to pull your chest closer to your ankle. And you step your left foot out, so you're in a seated figure four. Lift your hips to reverse table. Heart up, shoulders down. Maybe tiptoes, lift your left heel, pull your butt towards your heel, and you can lower your knee as far forward as you can. Feel the chest, the shoulders, the quad, the hip, the toes, the foot, and come on back. Now we're gonna spin our knees to the back of your mat to the right, lower onto both forearms, making a ladder stack. Feel the twist. Keeping the figure four, right ankle on left quad. Take that breath into the back body and then unravel. Left arm, press onto the right hand. Both hands behind your back. The right foot sweeps forward. Step on it and meet me in forward fold. Uttanasana. Shake out that head. And any movement and breath. Ragdoll all the way up to standing, and take a moment for yourself. We're gonna repeat that moving faster and add our final piece of the flow. How are we doing? Okay friends, meet me at the top of your mat. We are gonna move a little quicker.
When we float our figure 4 to the top of the mat, we're going to spiral into half moon, so you could have a block handy at the top of your mat for that. Meet me in mountain pose. Ground into your space. Soften the face. Soften those thoughts. Just try to listen to my cues and move in ways that feel good. Here we go. Inhale to back bend. Exhale, swan. Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift, folding chair, hands to mat, jump back through flow. Follow the breath, meet me in downward facing dog. You could shorten your down dog if you want to try to hop into handstand. So feet a little closer, small down dog. Right knee to nose, crunch. Bend the left knee, look forward, hop on the hands. 2 more. Knee to nose, crunch. Hop. Knee to nose, crunch. And jump. If you have a handstand, you can hold a couple of seconds. Meet me back in down dog. Right leg swings up high, maybe hip height, and then 2 tick-tock jumps. Low, low, right leg high. Low, low, high. Tick-tock, one more time. Left, right, and lift. Slither under and forward to fallen warrior. Fallen triangle. Left hand backs up to the middle of your mat. Lift your hips as high as you can. Arcing, rainbow, side plank, head heavy. Right hand down, kick through. Lower onto your right side leg and hip, chest to the mat. Left toes to, left fingers to right toes, reach. Pull it in, lift your heart. Scoop your hips up, drag your right foot across. Knee to thumb, pigeon. Take a breath in a little back bend. And fold onto the forearms. Set up your elbows under your shoulders. Walk back to forearm plank. Sweep the hips down. Find Sphinx. 2, locust. Back extension lift. Elbows out, heart up, hips up. Right hand in, right knee bends, scorpion twist. On this one, we're gonna try to lift our left leg up, abduct, left leg up to the back of your mat, and then pull the toes towards your face, like you're making a little split. Reach, reach, reach. And come back. Unwind, chest down, pull the left hand in, keep the right knee bent so you can push away and flip to the back, and then spiral right into that side stretch if you can, infinity. Right arm to the front of the mat, slide your knee to the mat, shin, wild thing, lift your heart. And sit. Figure 4, left ankle across the right thigh and step the right foot out, lift your hips. Figure 4 table, maybe tippy toe rock, knees forward. Come back, have a seat. Spin both knees to the left, to the back of your mat. Stack your elbows like a ladder, your forearms. Lift and spiral all the way to the front. Left foot, watch it land. Now half moon, left hand to block or fingers down, open to the right. A little bit of back and forth here. Squeeze, pull your shoulders apart, stacking, connecting to the breath. Twisting lunge, take your toes far back, right hand down, left arm lifts. Pull the hip away while hugging the knee to the midline. Scoop in through the core. Again, to the other side, side angle. Spiral your heel down, bring your forearm to your quad,
and reach up and over the head, making a diagonal, tucking your tailbone, rooting into the core. Active side angle, lift your left arm. It's quite hard. Take a breath there. From side angle, goddess, pull your knee and hip, right hip away. Find this goddess with elbows out. A lot of cactus today. Okay, your option is a bound forward fold. Bind your hands, push your heels out, and then fold it in. Drop your head heavy, try to pull your heels apart. Your arms squeeze forward as you squeeze into the shoulder blades. Breath. And then flat back up, release the hands back where you came from. Cactus goddess, tuck your tailbone, broaden your knees. All right, a few more shapes. We have Trikonasana triangle. Straighten your knees, pivot your toes forward, and open up your arms. Pulling the energy apart like the half moon. Now spiral your chest forward, hovering pyramid, airplane wings. Here's a great place for blocks, or like we did in the warm-up, fingertips frame your foot. Can you lift your front foot like we did in the warm-up? Round the back, push your shoulders down, press into your fingertips, and try to hover your left foot. And land. Moving into warrior one, a gentle hop back, bend front knee, heart rises. Balancing into warrior three, nice and flowy. Float. Shiva squat, it's a one-legged squat. Hug the right knee in a curtsy. Bend and fly back to warrior three. Now Shiva to baby grasshopper. Shiva, curtsy. Bring your right hand to a block or the mat and see if you can grab a hold of the pinky toe edge of your right foot. If you can't grab the foot, whatever you can reach, or you can just sit down here. Heart forward, shoulders forward, hips back. We're gonna all sit anyway, so if you couldn't get that shape, go ahead and have a seat. Grasshopper here. Chin towards the mat, right elbow like a chaturanga push up. Lift your heart, release the foot. This right foot is now gonna kick through the open space of your left foot and right hand. You can widen your hand off the mat. Lift your hips, hug your right heel in, knee to chest, and squeak it through the open space. Little kick through. Did you make it? Almost done. Now some abs. Right leg lifts. Pilates style roll down the vertebrae with as much control as possible. Squeeze. Now pull the toes to your face. Flex as you drop the head. Stack one hand over the other, over the head. And then all effort. Squeezing your quad and hip flexor, finding that space in the hamstrings. Effort. Lift your hips into one-legged bridge. Squeeze. Roll down the vertebrae. Point the toes forward. Curl your spine and try to rock. Fight your way up. Whew. Might take a try or two. Lastly, grab your left leg wherever you can and twist your right arm behind you. And spin it forward. We have a pistol squat. Rock into your left foot. If you know you can't do that, you could use your hands any way you want to get up. You can rock into a pistol and rise. You can rock through a vinyasa. You can just come through malasana. Any way you want, get creative to get to the top of your mat. I'm going to try a rocking pistol. Rock back and try to come on up. Woo! And release. That was our full class sequence today. Take a moment to drink some water, release your quad, hip flexor, your wrists, whatever you need to do. A little yogi's choice time and just a little break here. You can always hit pause too if you need more time. We'll repeat the flow on the left side, and that's our class for the day. And then look out for just the flow where there's no breaks, just flowing, those 2 warm-up sequences, and then those 2 class sequences in one long flow, right side, left side. Let's do this. Meet me in Tadasana mountain pose. Spread your toes, spread your fingers, tuck your tailbone, grow a little taller. Inhale to back bend. Exhale, swan dive to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, crouch it low, jump back through vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. Remember, you could shorten your down dog if you're going for the handstand. Step a little bit closer in, tuck your left knee to your nose, round the spine, bend your right knee and jump on the hands. 2 more, left knee to nose crunch, jump up on the hands. Left knee to nose crunch, little handstand hop. Maybe you get a second or 2, and then meet me back down. Left foot abducts nice and high, and we tick-tock, rock. Right, left, lift. Right, left, and squeeze. 1 more. Tick-tock, lift as high as you can, and slither under and forward for fallen triangle. You can always circle your wrist out if you need to as well. Drag the left foot back. Right hand comes closer to your toes, and we turn to the left for a very arched side plank. Try to stack everything and try to lift your hips as high as you can. Push your mat forward with your right fingers. Now, left hand down, take the foot directly outside the hip, lower to your hip and to your chest and chin. Right hand reaches out for left toes. Keep the right toes grounded. Breath. Right hand in. Lift your heart, lift your hips, drag your knee across for pigeon. Breathe. Lift your shoulders and chest, gentle back bend. Forward fold to your forearms. A breath. Step on your right toes, hop in, left foot back, forearm plank. Squeeze. Tense up the belly, tuck your tailbone, and lower your hips to Sphinx. Back bend, elbows out, heart up. Locust. Right hand out, left knee bends. Spinal twist, scorpion. All right, so this time, can we lift our right leg as high as you can? Maybe you have your left foot, left toes in your right fingers. Lift, use your inner thigh to squeeze, and then pull the foot forward. You can flex or point, like you're doing a stag split. Woo! Pull with effort, and put it back. All right, so now the foot's directly behind your hips, and we're gonna unwind. Drag the right hand in, keep the left knee bent, push away. And you can move onto your mat if you'd like. Spin your right hand to your left ankle, infinity, side bend, a breath. 2, kneeling wild thing, left hand back, externally rotate your hip to your left shin, spiral your hips up and heart up. And sit, now right leg over left, right ankle over left, step your left foot out. Figure 4, tabletop. Maybe that tippy toe sink, heels to butt, knees forward. Come back, have your seat, chest towards ankle bone. Spin both knees to the back of your mat. Spiral around for a ladder forearms and a breath in your twist. Lift up, unravel, take your figure 4, spinning your right foot to the top and opening up to the left in a half moon, with or without a block. root into the core. Try not to just sink your weight into the block, but still stay really active, trying to stack shoulders, ribs, and hips. Flex out those back toes. Twisting lunge, big step back on the ball of your foot, left hand down, right arm up. Hug your knee in while pulling your hip away from the ribs. Maybe wrist release. Breath in and out. Now big spiral to side angle. Left foot spins, right forearm on right quad, rotate upward. Left arm over the ear. Connecting all 10 toes, both heels down. Now active side angle, squeeze. Oh, this one's a killer. Connect to the breath. Moving into goddess, open your back, knee, and toes. Cactus those elbows, maybe some bouncing, swaying, closing the eyes. Wide leg, chest expansion, forward fold. Bind your hands. Spin your toes in, heels out, and fold. Squeeze shoulder blades together. See how far you can gently tug the arms forward. Knees can stay soft, or you can really straighten and lean forward. Lift up, swing your elbows out and your toes out, back through goddess. Tuck your tailbone under, pubic bone forward. Trikonasana, straighten your knees, rotate your toes forward and pull your arms apart. Stacking like you're in between two walls here. Again, there's no right or wrong, it's all about exploration and feeling. Open up your chest forward, airplane your arms, pyramid. Square your hips, use your core. Now, float your hands onto a block or fingertips outside your right foot. We're gonna round the spine, push your mat forward with your fingers, and then see if you can pick up your front heel. You can rock it side to side. You could try a few of them. Oh, you could just let that go. We'll hop the left foot slightly back, bend the front knee, warrior one, possibly reaching back to balancing diving warrior three. Posterior chain, squeeze the back. Now, curtsy, Shiva, connect your back knee into your front knee and bend, heart forward, gaze forward, back to warrior three. Shiva to baby grasshopper, any style. Left hand comes down, you grab your pinky toe edge, you swing your hips low. The more your shoulders are leaning forward, the lighter your butt is. Your left arm is in that chaturanga elbow. And if you can't do this, you can reach higher up your leg or just skip it by coming all the way down into the seated baby grasshopper. Maybe chin or chest to the mat. Lift your heart, let go of your foot. Widen out your left hand. Now this left foot is going to slither in this open space of your left hand and right foot. Lift your hips. Bend your left knee and then pull it through the open space for the kick through. Meet me in seated. We have our Pilates roll. Zip the left toes up. Round the spine with as much control as you can. Roll back. Dropping your shoulders, your head, your hands stack. Now point the toes and now flex. Toes towards your face with all effort of your quad, hip flexor, and your core. Make it tough. Challenge yourself. Now lift your hips. You can keep your toes flexed or pointed. One-legged bridge. Hold. Cinching into your waistline. Rolling down. Tucking your chin, and then you can let the leg kind of pull you forward and up. Right hand grabs onto any part of the left leg. Left hand swings back. Little twist. Finally, your pistol. Any style, trying to rock up onto your right foot with your hands, without your hands. Maybe trying to stand from your pistol, either with some momentum or just from pistol to rise. And we did it. I'm gonna have you do a quick yogi's choice. Crow to headstand to jump back. Crow to jump back. Skipping it completely. Whatever you wanna work on with me. I'm gonna try a crow, a gentle drop off to headstand. Maybe lift back to crow and jump back. I'll give myself that goal. You decide what you wanna work on. So if you're with me, knees into the armpits, booty up to the sky. Spread your fingers, grip down. Now rock onto your toes in a forward moving motion, rock forward. Look to the top of the mat, protract, separate your shoulder blades, lean so far forward. Your shoulders are about a foot in front of your fingertips so that the load lightens up behind you. If you're going into headstand, bend your elbows, tuck your chin. Try to go as slow as you can onto the head, fingers grounded. You can hold this little eggshell or you can kick, slowly lift your knees in a tripod. Be very mindful if you have a sensitive neck. Same thing on the way in. Pull your knees into your chest by rounding the spine. You're gonna rock back into the heel of your palm and start to roll your gaze forward. Push into your arms, your hands, start to press into your shoulders and hug your heels in, and then maybe shoot your feet back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Ooh, child's pose. I haven't done that in ages. Full, what's the word I'm looking for? Confession here. Take a big breath in and a big sigh out. Maybe you're just working on trying to jump back from crow. You can always tap your toes down and then jump back. Anything you did, let me know what it was and if you need any help with it. Otherwise, we are going to end the class exactly as we started, in a child's pose with some nice surrendering breaths. If you did all that stuff on the hands, take a moment to release your wrists, either against the back of your own hand, against your mat. I'm gonna leave you here. Take some breaths in child's pose, and maybe if you have time, a 2 to 3 minute shavasana, any position, legs up a wall on your back in corpse pose. Thank you so much for joining me. Please drop a black heart in the comments so I know you were here. I know you heard this very ending spiel, and I can thank you personally. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. Comments, likes, shares, or maybe consider a monthly subscription, paid member to my channel. As a little tip, it's $3 a month, and it's so much appreciated. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.